Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys about what's called reflected XSS, which is reflected cross-site scripting. We'll be using portswigger's lab because it's really easy for you guys to spin up. It's free, so you can try this at home. So I highly encourage that. They have several articles on here. You can see some of the tags here on the left. But this is free training for anybody. You can spin up a Kali Linux virtual machine, run Burp Suite with it, and then use their portswigger website to go through their labs and learn all about different ways of ethical hacking web applications. So some of you guys know a little bit about me, some of you don't. I'm a full-time penetration tester / web designer. I own my own company. It's CyberMac Technologies. I'll put a link to the website down below if you guys are looking for any kind of pen test that you need completed. But enough about me and plugging my business, but we'll go ahead and jump in here. So reflected cross-site scripting, like it says here, arises when an application receives data in an HTTP request and includes the data within the immediate response in an unsafe way. So they're saying here, suppose a website has a search function which receives the user-supplied search term in a URL parameter. So here's what a normal request would look like in your parameter, like your web address kind of here, like at the top up here. So what you want to do is you want to tweak this and insert a script to see if it will run. You can do this in the web address header up here in the search. You can do it on the website if they have like a search bar there, or like a blog post where you can upload comments. You can try to do some injection and stuff there. You get cross-site scripted. So, and they have an example here, this insecure website, and you see this script tag that's in here, and they says bad stuff here. So what this script tag does is basically just what it says. It runs a script, it's JavaScript. You can make it do an alert or a prompt or anything along those lines to test for cross-site scripting. They have a lab here, so like I say, guys, feel free to come check this out. Again, it's portswigger.net. They're the makers of Burp Suite. Set you up an account, log in. They have learning paths that you can go through and do their training as well. And they also offer a certification themselves now. And I think the test is like $150 US, which is not bad considering how most certs, are $500-$600 plus, or a couple of grand for some. So we'll go ahead and jump into the lab. I'll show you guys this. Sometimes their lab takes just a little bit of time to spin up, which is fine. It's just because it's building it as you're accessing it. So it does take just a little bit. So just bear with me. This will also be helpful if any of you guys are looking maybe doing like OSCP or something along those lines, and you need to learn the web application side of things. This is a very good free resource. So, and if anybody's like me and you like to be on a budget, free always works out great. So, have a basic blog website. You see they have some different blogs here posted. This could be any kind of website you go to that has a blog post. Even like WordPress hosts a lot of blog sites and stuff as well, but WordPress, some of their stuff is a different kind of worms for hacking. There's a lot of vulnerabilities that are usually found there, and like user information. I may eventually do a video on that as well. So we see here it says meeting up, comments, and you see that it has a place to leave a comment. You can test any place that you can put something in, type into. You can also do SQL injection, any place that you can kind of submit things. So we'll just go ahead and do a script. I haven't done this lab in a little bit, so we'll just try wherever we can here. Let's see, we'll just put XSS. Be sure to do a closing script tag. Oh, T off there. So what this does is, this is the script bracket. Inside here is what I want this to do, which is an alert. And I wanted to have a little message of XSS, which is just cross-site scripting. You can make this say whatever you want, as long as it's inside the parentheses next to the alert. So I want to copy this. Well, let's see if it'll let me post. Okay, it's gonna make me do the rest. I figured it might. So copy that. Paste here, and we'll do test@test.com. 'Test at test.com. We'll click post comment. Please match. Let me take that out then. See if that'll do it. Post comment. We're spinning. Okay, I didn't get the alert there, so that's probably not vulnerable to cross-site scripting in that blog post. Okay, so we can go back to blog. We can try it up here in the search bar. Next to the URL, which do a /. We'll paste in our script that we just done. You'll see script, alert XS, script again. So we're going to try this here and see if that will work. And you see that we get invalid blog post ID. So let's try this. Let's take this blog post off and just run it right next to net. See what we get. Not found. Okay. So you see, this is kind of the way you do web application testing. It's kind of trial and error. There's also some websites that will have payloads kind of built that you can load in through Burp Suite and just run it through Intruder to kind of hit these spots. So let's go back home, see what else we got. So you see here at the top, we have search the blog. So let's pop our script in here. And we're going to try to execute it here. Once we do, you'll see this box pop up. This is the alert box that we just put in, and the payload was 1. So if we click OK on that, you'll see it pops up, you solved the lab. So this site's vulnerable to cross-site scripting here in their search bar. So do it again. Okay, it just went through because it's already solved the lab. So that's pretty simple. Like most of your sites now, they'll filter out words like alert and they'll filter script, and there's just different ways of building payloads to get them to work. And like, even though stuff's filtered out, it'll still leave what you need to run the script command in there. You can also do window on error and image load. Like if it errors out, you can put an image number, like a fake number, like 1,000, it's going to hit an error. So you would say on error script, blah, blah, blah. But there is a website, I think it's Hack Tools was the name of it, but they have payloads built in already. Let me go, because I got this one proxied. Let me go here. Let's do Hack Tools. And might be, yeah, because I think they used to have the browser extension, and then something happened with last update of Firefox, and it stopped allowing that extension to work. And also, a lot of people I've seen have problems with Foxy Proxy with the latest update. All right, guys, so I finally loaded up here to their GitHub so I could look at it. You see a little blue hat. So it says here, excited to announce major revamp for due to recent changes and multiple complications with browser extension environment. We decided to develop Hack Tools as a web application moving forward. So, and they also have the link to the website here. We'll click that and wait on it to load. But it's a very good resource for like payloads and stuff too, because like I can't remember every little script payload or SQL payload or anything like that off the top of my head, because there's so many. Even this like shell spawning, there's a lot that you can do with it. So I just want to share this asset to you guys too, that you can go and look, and it makes it a lot easier, especially if you're trying to do bug bounty or anything like that. So once you're on this website, you'll see PHP Web Shell. Over here on the left is their menu. You have path traversal, XSS, database attacks, data manipulation, JSON Web Token, SSRF, SSTI, and CSRF. So we're doing JavaScript because we're doing cross-site scripting in this XSS. So if you'll click that, they will have payloads here. It's got data grabber for XSS and HTML applications. You'll see like the one we just done here, what we done on Burp Suite's lab. Here's some of the ones I was talking about: image source, X, on error alert. Just kind of some of the ways to bypass. Then have it for Markdown, SVG, bypass word blacklistable code evaluation. That's what I'm talking about, where sometimes they'll strip out like the word script and stuff too. But it's a good resource. You have XSS obfuscation, so you could type something in and then they would encode it to change it as well. You have database attacks for MySQL, Oracle, Postgres, table name. It's, like I said, it's a great asset to have. I'll put the link to their website down below in the description as well so that you guys will have that. But that's all I have for Reflected cross-site scripting. Be sure to check back for upcoming videos. Thank you guys for watching.